Oh, that is beautiful. That was beautiful. Just keep the ball. And we've actually done it. Southampton has won the Europa League. And James Ward-Prowse gets to lift the Europa League trophy. And a team that finished 9th is going to be playing Champions League next year. But what a season, what a final game. It is time for Season 3 of my Southampton Career Mode. So we have finished our Borussia Dortmund series. It was very successful in that one. We won the treble, but now we are back to Southampton. Very, very glad to be back. I've missed this team, but we have Champions League football in the 3rd season. So I'm going to be looking at some big upgrades in certain positions for our team. But first, a little quick refresher on what happened in Season 2. We finished 9th in the Premier League. In the first season, we finished 6th. So in Season 2, we were 4 points off that. In Season 3, I want to crack top 5 at least, but top 4 is our goal. We want to stay in the Champions League. And really quick, PSG won the Champions League, facing Barcelona, so in next year's Super Cup, it'll be us and Paris Saint-Germain off of our 1-0 win against Manchester United. Alright, so it is time to advance into Season 3. Let's get this started. Alright, so we have advanced into Season 3. Time to take a look at our budget, which is not as much as I was hoping. We have 50 million in the transfer budget and 150 in the wages. I expected more after winning the Europa League, honestly. I mean, we finished 9th, so I guess that's maybe why we don't have as much money as I thought we would. But I guess it is what we're gonna have to work with. 50 million. We might have to sell some players. So let's go over our squad. Alex McCarthy will be my backup goalkeeper. Karius is going to be my number 1. And as you can see, we have new kits this season. So the mod I got, we have a home, away, and a 3rd kit. They're all new. This is going to be the away kit because I know that Southampton usually has stripes in their home kit, which the away kit does. So that'll be actually our home kit this season. It's confusing, but I'll show you later on. But at left back, we have Joe Bryan for cover, Srirachi. At this point, I'm thinking Srirachi's going to be the backup, and then I think Klosterman's going to start at left back, and Valerie's going to start at right back. At this point, that is my plan. Center back, we have 4 decent quality center backs, Vestergaard, Bednarek, Enkalu, and Danzo. Enkalu is for sure a starter, but I think I want to bring in a new center back to pair alongside him. Preferably a higher overall than him, because I think we really need to upgrade in our defense. Klosterman and Valerie are fullbacks. Harrison Reed, transfer listed. Romeu will be a backup defensive mid like he was in Season 2. Probably won't get that much game time, but I really like him and he's not worth much. So I don't even know if he's worth to even try and sell. Frazier, starting left wing, had a decent first season, but I'm really looking forward to him capitalizing on Season 3 and having a breakout season. Bentaleb will be a backup midfielder along with Lamina. James Ward-Prowse is obviously going to start in the midfield. He's our captain, although I'm not sure if it's going to be at cam like the first 2 seasons or in a deeper role, and we could possibly bring in a quicker cam to play in front of him. But with the money situation, it might be tough. Aranguiz, he had a very good season, but he is going down in overall, so he'll probably only be a backup option this season. Definitely looking for someone to replace him. Hoiberg, depending on who we get, he will either be a starter or a bench player. Really like him. Definitely not going to sell him, even though in real life it looks like he's going to be leaving Southampton. In this save, he is not. I'm keeping him. Slattery, 68 rated. He's just not going to get in our team, so I'm going to transfer list him. Sims is transfer listed as well. I don't even know if he's got any game time at all this series. Gineppo has been such a good player off the bench. I would like to start him, but depending on who we bring in again, I'm not sure, but he's definitely going to be a big part of Season 3. Joel Bennett is one of our youth academy graduates, so he's going to be out on loan hopefully this season again. Rashica is going to be our starting right wing. Much like Ryan Frazier, he didn't have an amazing first season with us. Looking for him to have a breakout season in Season 3. Nathan Redmond could possibly be sold. I'd like to keep him on the bench, but as of right now, my backup wingers are Gineppo, Redmond, and De La Vega, and Redmond is the lowest overall out of them, so he might be the one that goes. I'm going to transfer list him. De La Vega has gone up in overall quite a bit since we bought him. I think he's going to have a very good season this year. In the striker department, we have Danny Ings, Shea Adams, and Michael Obafemi. I really want Danny Ings to be our backup striker, and I might, we need money. I might try and sell Adams. He was really good towards the end of the season, but I feel like with that money, we could buy a player even better, and then have Ings be our backup, and then Obafemi be our third choice, because I want to use Obafemi this season. He was out on loan at Stoke, so hoping to give him game time this season. So that is our squad at the moment. I have switched our formation into the same one we used at Dortmund. This one seemed to work, so I'm going to try it with Southampton. It's pretty similar to what we played with in Season 2, but Fraser and Rashica are more out on the wings now instead of being dropped back into more a defensive position, so maybe that'll help them this season. Now, what I'm thinking of possibly doing is I could keep Højbjerg and Ward-Prowse where they are, and I could sign a new center defensive midfielder. Or option 2 would be to drop James Ward-Prowse back, put Højbjerg on the bench and Aranguiz, and then buy a new cam and a new center defensive mid that are better than both of them. That would be costly, but I think that would really upgrade our midfield. Kind of disappointed Højbjerg hasn't grown much in this series. He's played good. He's worth a lot of money, so I'm guessing his potential has changed. But honestly, all this depends on money and what we can do with that 50 million that we have, and possibly even more by selling players. Alright, so this is my short list. It has some players left over from Season 2 and a bunch of players that I have added. But I need to try and be as smart as possible with this money. If we don't have a lot of it, I gotta look for the best deals. Alright, so there's a bunch of players here, and I'm going to go over the ones that I think are the most possible, because remember, we have to be smart with our money. That is the goal here. I would like to buy Lascelles, but his pace scares me. 57 acceleration, 66 sprint speed. That is frightening. Everyone else is kind of the same overall as Bednarek, which what I'm looking for is a player above 81. And a player that is above 81 is Nathan Ake from Bournemouth. And it says we might be able to get him for 18 million to 41 million. That's a pretty big gap. But if we can get him for 18 million, that would be a steal, because we all know he has a high potential. Going through this, Jefferson Lerma looks like a pretty good deal, 20 million to 28 million. 85 stand tackle and 85 slide tackle be a pretty big improvement in our CDM spot. Now, Wilfred Ndidi is probably one of the highest rated players on this short list that is also one of the cheapest for his overall. 35 million to 44 million we could possibly get him for. And he is an absolute beast, 84 rated, a very, very good CDM. I think he's one player on this list that I want the most, but I don't know if I want to spend 35 to 44 million on him alone. So this is going to be tough. Jack Grealish could be a decent option for 25 to 30 million. Could fit that cam spot that we're looking for, and we could drop James Ward-Prowse back a little bit. Also, James Maddison could be a player for that spot as well. 37 million apparently, even though he has a 94 million release clause. 37 million for James Maddison doesn't sound that bad. A lot of these other players are looking like we're going to spend our whole entire budget just to sign one player. So pretty much, if you see them on this list and I do not go over them, that pretty much means they're kind of too expensive at the moment. Or they're just not what we're looking for. Like, I think 74 rated Tyler Roberts would be a decent option. But 74 rated, I'm not sure he would even break into our first team. You gotta remember, we just made Champions League football, so we're looking for a big improvement in signings. In the striker department, I have Joelinton, Khaled, Wilson, Dolberg, and Martinez and Mina along with Grant. But I am not sure what to do about this position. All these guys are really expensive. Callum Wilson is the cheapest. He's also probably the oldest, 29 rated, 81 rated though. He had a few really good seasons in real life, then he just got injured. But his stats look pretty good. He's very quick, which is exactly what we're looking for. Has good finishing, decent ball control and dribbling. He's definitely probably on the lower end of possible strikers. I think the first guy I want to go for is Nathan Ake, because at 18 million, if we can get him for cheap, this is by far the best center back deal on this list. So I'm going to try and go in for him and see what we can get. Let's offer 20 million. See what they say to that. All right, 33 million. Maybe this is not going to be as cheap as I thought. Let's try 27.5. All right, 27.5 is not bad actually. That is not bad. That is half of our budget though. Do I spend that on a defender? He seems like the best option at center back out of everyone. He's one of the highest rated, and that's probably one of the cheaper options. I mean, no one on this list is even up to his overall, and they'd probably even be more than 27.5. I just think 27.5 is too good a deal to pass up. He's 83 rated, only 26, so you know he's gonna go up. I think we're doing this. I could see it being realistic. Bournemouth to Southampton. Now that we're in the Champions League, he picks a team that he'll get most game time probably. He's gonna be our first choice center back, so I think this is gonna be our first signing, Nathan Ake. All right, he's letting me pick his salary. So 83 rated. I'm going to try 85,000 per week and then maybe start off with 100,000 signing bonus. Hopefully he doesn't walk out to this. All right, he accepts that. I thought he wouldn't want more in the wages. Maybe I overpaid. 83 rated though. You'd imagine a player who's 83 rated would want decent wages. But that is our first signing. All right, Nathan Ake, our first signing. He's going to get number 4 for now. And because we signed him, I'm going to put one of these center backs on the transfer list. And it looks like it's going to be Vestergaard because Bednarek's younger. I think he's a better player. So we'll look to sell Vestergaard. So it'll be Ake, Nkalu, and then Bednarek and Danzo as cover. I think that was a very good deal. He seems like a big improvement to our defense. And honestly, our defense needed an upgrade badly. So I'm very, very happy with that. All right, so we get a transfer offer for Aranguiz from Wolfsburg for 21.5 million. So my thing with him is that he is 32, so he's only going to go down from here. So if we sell him, that'll be the most money we can get for him probably. And I am going to sign a replacement CDM. So we have Lamina, Bentaleb, Bermeu on the bench. He was decent last season, but I can't make an excuse for not getting the most money for a player who's going to age and going to go down in overall. So I think we're going to let him go. Let's try and get 24 for him, just a little bit more. They are stuck on 21.5. Let's try 22.7, just a little bit more. Just give me a tiny bit more. 21.8. All right, they're not going to budge. I don't want to lose the deal. 21.8. Let's see if Aranguiz agrees to leave. So we are in a preseason tournament, but I am just simulating it on the side. I think we've made it to the quarterfinals, so we get an extra 2 million. So any money is welcome at this point. All right, so we've actually made it to the final. That's another 3.7 million. We're going to be in the final against RB Leipzig for possibly even more money. So Aranguiz has been sold to Wolfsburg, so he is on his way back to the Bundesliga. We got him on a free transfer. Well, that is good business if you ask me. 17.5 million added to our budget. That is good. And we get an offer for Vestergaard from Manchester City. With Ake, Vestergaard is pretty much surplus requirements. So if Manchester City want to pay that much, we are going to let him leave. All right, we know that Manchester City has money. Can you imagine Vestergaard going to Manchester City? That is hilarious. Okay, let's see if we can get a little bit more. Seems like they don't want to pay too much. Try 22.5. Pretty modest. All right, Pep agrees to that. 22.5 for Vestergaard. Hopefully he agrees to that. I don't see why he wouldn't. It is Manchester City, although he's probably not going to get game time, to be honest. All right, in the final, we lose 5-4 on penalties to RB Leipzig. Honestly, that is better than I expected us to do, so I am happy with that. Now we have an offer for Nathan Redmond from Dortmund for 31.3 million. That is a lot of money for Nathan Redmond. I think that's a deal I can't pass up. That is so much money. I'm going to be greedy and go for a little more and see what they say. Let's try 35. All right, they're stuck on 31. Let's try and get just a little bit more. Just a little bit more. Tiny bit more. Every cent counts. 32.5 million for Nathan Redmond. Pretty much our 5th choice winger. If these two deals go through, that's 55 million pretty much to our transfer budget. It will probably be like 50. That's a lot of money. A lot of money. Let's hope these deals go through. All right, a youngster has been loaned out, Joel Bennett, and Vestergaard has been sold to Manchester City, 18 million to our budget. Very good. So now we get an offer for Joe Bryan for 16 million from Benfica. I'm pretty sure we bought him for less than that. Why are they offering so much? His value is only 12.5. Joe Bryan did not impress me last season, so I might try and actually sell him. Currently, we have Klosterman, Valerie, and Srirachi as our fullback options. I'm pretty sure Danzo can play fullback. Could be wrong, but he's 27 and 76 rated. He's probably not going to go up much more, so this might be the best chance to get the most value for him. And honestly, the money would help. He would not get much game time. Pretty much only game time he would get is maybe in FA Cup or EFL Cup games. Honestly, I think it's another player we're going to try and let go. All right, just like before, let's try and get a little more. Let's try 19. Pretty sure they're not going to go for over much more than 16. Let's try 17.2. Come on, budge a little bit. All right, 17.2 for Joe Bryan. I can't remember, but I'm pretty sure we bought him for less than that. That deal goes through. That is more good business to me. And if Redmond's deal goes through, we are going to have a lot of options in the transfer market. All right, Nathan Redmond has been sold to Dortmund That is 27 million to our budget. That is a lot of money for a 5th choice winger. Oh man, our money is looking a lot better now. So we have about 80 million now in our transfer budget. We already signed Nathan Ake, so we don't need any more center backs. Right now, we desperately need either a CDM or a striker, preferably both. And with this money, we might actually be able to get both. I'm just going to simulate forward ahead a little bit to see if this Joe Bryan deal goes through, and it does. That is even more money for us to spend. So a little bit more, 97 million in our transfer budget. We started off with 40 and we signed a player for 27.5. This is really good business. This has gone very well if you ask me. So this is how our team looks so far. Ake slots into the first team. Lamina is currently occupying that empty spot left by Aranguiz. Romeu has come onto the bench, but if we sign a new CDM, Lamina would go to the bench and Romeu would go to the reserves. And I'm rethinking, do we sell Shea Adams or not? 89 pace, 82 shooting, 93 acceleration, 86 sprint speed, 86 finishing. He did very well for us at the end of season 2, so maybe I'm not giving him the chance that he deserves to be our #1 striker. Problem is, I definitely want to keep Ings. He's going to be one of our legends of this career mode. I do not want to let Danny Ings go. I think I'm going to need your guys' feedback on this. So it is currently July 27th. We have about a week and a half until the first Premier League game against Manchester City. And look at our starting schedule for August. We have Man City, PSG, Leicester, Liverpool, and Manchester United. Who is organizing the schedule? Whoever it is, they do not like us at all. It is a very tough start. I guess it gets easier in September and October. I mean, look how tough these opening fixtures are. I wanted to play the first game of the Premier League in this episode. We have so much money and I'm not sure I want to be the one to spend it all without any input from you guys. So the positions we need are CDM, Cam, or striker. For CDM, we have a few options, but honestly, the best options look like Jefferson Lerma and Wilfred Ndidi. 36 million for an 84 rated CDM. Kind of want to do that. 36 million. If I can actually get him for that, that would be such a good deal. And we still have 60 million left over to play with. And we'd have our starting CDM, which is such a huge upgrade over Aranguiz. And he's only 24. So you know he's going to go up as well. At Cam, we have Fekir is kind of too expensive. Grealish for 26 million could be a decent option. So say we got Grealish, we would get him at Cam. James Ward-Prowse would drop back and play in Aranguiz's position. And then if we got Ndidi, he would play as a CDM. Højbjerg would go to the bench, be a backup midfielder. Because the only problem with James Ward-Prowse at Cam is that he's not very quick. At least Grealish has 79 acceleration and 78 sprint speed. So he's a lot quicker than James Ward-Prowse. Sarabia would be 39 million to 55 million. He looks like another very good option. Now that we have money, we have a lot of options here what to do with it. James Maddison as well, but if we buy Ndidi, should we buy James Maddison? I mean, we're just raiding Leicester City for their players. But he could be a good option for only 37 million. Danny Olmo was an option I was looking at. He was pretty much the player I wanted at Cam. I could see him making a move to a Premier League team. He's only 23, 83 rated. He's very quick and very good on the ball. I feel like he would be such a good Cam, but 53 to 68 million, that's a lot of money. At striker, I don't think I want Joelinton after all. Khaled, I think is too expensive. Callum Wilson could be the cheap option for only 19 to 27 million. Problem with him is he is really similar to Shea Adams, and Shea Adams is a lot younger. So I don't know about that. Dolberg looks pretty decent, but his finishing is not as high as I expect for a striker. Pretty sure it's only 80. Yeah, I would like that to be more 85-ish. Now, these are two interesting options. Martinez from Inter and Santimina from Celta Vigo. Martinez would be very, very expensive, but look at his stats. He is rapid, quick, very good on the ball, 84 finishing, 90 dribbling. He would be a third of our budget basically. But 85 rated 23-year-old, he would be such a good striker. And say we bought him, then I probably would sell Shea Adams and then have Danny Ings be the backup striker along with Obafemi. So Shea Adams, maybe we recuperate some money from his deal. So like if we got 20 million for Shea Adams, then Martinez would in theory be only 40 million against our budget. So that could be an option. Santimina also looks very good. Not as quick, but another player who's very good on the ball. I could see him making a move from Celta Vigo to Southampton, especially now that we're in the Champions League. He seems like he's outgrowing Celta Vigo at 83 rated, probably looking to make a move to a bigger team, and we could possibly be that team. But guys, I think I'm going to end the episode here. We have a lot of money to work with, and I don't think I want to spend a big chunk of it on a player without your guys' input. I think that's what we're going to do. I think my favorite options are Lerma and Ndidi, probably Grealish. I feel like Sarabia and Madison might be too expensive, but curious to see what you guys think about them. Same with Olmo. And then at striker, I think Martinez and Mina would be the two options that are worth paying for. So pretty much that means if we sign them, we'll try and sell Shea Adams. But I think I want your guys' input before I pull the trigger on any of these deals because they'd be pretty big deals. Although Ndidi looks very good for only 36 million, honestly. All right, I'm going to send an offer out for Ndidi and see how much he would cost to buy. But I won't offer him a contract until next episode to see what you guys think about it. All right, 33 million. Let's do 34, just a little bit above his evaluation because you know he's going to be a little bit more. 36.4, this is what I'm talking about. 35 million for an 84 rated CDM who is only 24 years of age. 35 million. 35 million for Ndidi. I think this is like Nathan Ake. This is a deal we cannot pass up on. Because I bet by a month or two, he's going to be 85 rated. An 85 rated player for 35 million with this realism mod that makes values inflated so high. This is such a good deal. And imagine we buy him for 35 million. That leaves us with 60 million-ish. That would be enough to sign Martinez or Mina, especially if we sold Shea Adams. And then along with that, maybe we could even go for Grealish as well. He would probably be around his value, 29.5. So we have a lot of options here. Gonna need your guys' feedback in the comments, as well as adding anybody else to this short list that you guys think we should be looking at, because I'm very open to ideas as well, especially at striker. I think you guys will agree with me that Ndidi is such a good deal, but I'm gonna wait for your guys' feedback. 84 rated, 35 million. Oh, I imagine him just slotting so well into our CDM spot. But that's gonna have to wait till next episode. In that next episode, we will start the Premier League, probably play these first 3 games, City, PSG, and Leicester. Hopefully with your guys' feedback, we're gonna make some big signings next episode. Remember, we got 90 million currently, so we have a lot of options, a lot of flexibility. Could even sell Adams, so that would even add to our budget even more. If you guys think we should sell anyone else, feel free to leave that in the comments as well. But I am very excited for season 3. It was very good to be back in the Premier League, and I can't wait to get the season actually started. Oh yeah, and I completely forgot to show you guys our new kits for season 3. Even though it says home kit, this is going to be our away kit, kind of red base with black shoulders. Looks very nice. This is going to be our new home kit. Seems like a lot of teams next year are going with those diagonal stripes, and so are we. You ask me, this kit looks very, very nice. This is going to be our 3rd kit, kind of a black to red gradient. I really like all 3 of these kits. I'll leave a link in the description for where I found them. But yeah, these are our new kits for season 3. And as you can see, even Liverpool have new kits. Them, along with a few more teams in the Premier League, have new kits. I will show them off when we face those teams. But yeah, I am very happy with our new kits. So if you guys enjoyed this first episode of season 3, leave a like, comment, subscribe. I'll catch you guys with the next episode very soon. Hope you all have a great day.